In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Rob Dillingham and one of his most recent games. He went beast mode. Basically, what happened was he was able to score or assist on the first 17 points of their game. This is really going to show what he's going to be able to do for Minnesota. Now let's get down, let's check him out and see what he does that you can do as well so that you can become a better basketball player. Really quickly, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below if you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away. Okay, so plays like this are going to happen a lot when it comes to him on the big boy team in the NBA. Just think of Anthony Edwards just as an example right here, being the one setting that dribble handoff. Now, the reason why this would be important if this, in my opinion, if this was Anthony Edwards, was because, and would be because, this is going to force players to overplay Rob Dillingham because he's actually a very good shooter. So he comes off of this DHO, and at this time, both of these players are playing Rob Dillingham. There's not much communication happening here as to if there is a switch or anything else. Now, at this point, Rob Dillingham has very good vision, and he's able to hit his teammate down in the low post, and Anthony Edwards is able to finish acrobatically like this. They can do this with Karl Anthony Towns as well, and also most likely Gobert. However, they also have some really good shooters as well when it comes to the big boy team, and if they were to do this play, this could be a kick-out pass to some three-point shooters on the corners. By collapsing the defense, you're going to be able to do this. And if you are a basketball player, if you can collapse the defense, if you can get the ball into the paint as often as possible, you are going to be opening up a lot of threes. I also see Anthony Edwards doing a play very similar to this as well, because we have to remember Karl Anthony Towns is probably not leaving the team. And with him as well as Anthony Edwards at the top, setting screen and rolls like this, where now Anthony Edwards is going to be attacking the rim hard, and if he doesn't have the open dunk, he's going to be able to then kick the ball out to Karl Anthony Towns, who is also a very good three-point shooter. They're going to overplay that kick out, which will leave another really good three-point shooter in Rob Dillingham wide open for the shot. And he actually has a fairly quick release as well. In this case, it was a bit slower than what I've seen in the past, but he was still able to bang that shot. Again, getting that ball into the paint, kicking it out, and then swinging to the next better shot opportunity is a very easy offense to be able to run. Now, I really want to show you how Rob Dillingham sets up this move early. So he's coming down court, and at this time, he does a quick crossover through his legs right there. He gets nice and low, gets his shoulders lower than his defenders, which then allows his defender to back up. That creates space. If you are ever starting to get guarded really closely, if only you do just this one move right there, that is going to allow you to create that separation because now you are in attack mode. This defender is going to back up because he's afraid of you driving past him. This actually allowed Rob Dillingham to set up that screen, and of course, at this point, he did get a little bit of an elbow into the face of that defender. If you are in Rob Dillingham's cylinder with your face and he just so happens to hit you, guess what, people? That's not Rob Dillingham's foul. That's just you being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's what allowed Rob Dillingham to be able to get to that rim. And I really like plays like this. So while there's a lot of coaches, even myself at times where I say to players, do not over dribble. Yes, he's taking a lot of dribbles, but he's setting up his man to be able to get stuck on this screen. So he gets stuck on that screen. That quick fake out to this right side is what pinned him onto that screen. Rob Dillingham was able to come off of that screen, and because he was able to do that quick fake in towards that sideline, which moved his defender out and then got pinned on that screen, this opened up a gap between himself and his defender, and because he is a good passer, obviously the center's not going to be playing up all that high, which is a massive mistake because Rob Dillingham is able to bang those threes. Remember, going towards your left side, if you're a right-handed shooter, you're going to get those shots up much faster. And now remember what I said. If you can get that ball into the paint, and I said this in another video on another channel, that when Rob Dillingham attacks the paint, as we see right here, this is going to collapse defenses. This is a very basic offense called drive and kick. And whether you've got a player in the key or not, it doesn't matter. By driving the ball, you are gaining the attention of multiple defenders. This is a massive gap between those two guys, which then allowed Rob Dillingham to pass that ball out and bang that three. Okay, so now this is all about reading defense and not just reading your guy, but also reading the other defenders on the court and the mistakes that they are making. So by having this man come up and set that screen, that's bringing his defender with him. So now this guy is out of the picture. Now, if we look at these two defenders here, neither of them are really playing any help defense. Maybe everyone's worried about Rob Dillingham, I'm not too sure, but I would have rather prefer this guy in the low post. I would rather prefer this guy a little bit closer to the post, and I would really like this guy in the gap. However, coming up for this screen, what does he see? Well, he sees that this guy's trying to force him here. And while you would normally want to use that top foot, there's a massive lane right here. These guys are not in defensive stances. Well, this guy is, but he's not on the gap. And when he drives, he's getting no help defense. None of these guys are doing anything on the defensive side, on that side of the ball, or that side of the court that Rob Dillingham is attacking, which allows him to get straight to the rim. Now, he missed right there, but he was still able to clean it up and get that layup. I would have liked to see him make it on the first try, but those defenders that were in the corner and the wing were not playing defense the way they should have done. Rob Dillingham was able to notice that, and he was able to get to that rim. Now in this clip, we see him pick up a steal, which is really nice, but watch how fast he's able to transition to offense. He pushed that ball ahead, which was nice to see. And now just imagine him being on a fast break with somebody like Anthony Edwards. This is going to be a killer combo in the NBA. And now once he becomes more of a prolific scorer, he's really going to be drawing this guy early. This will be a nice lob pass to Anthony Edwards or other players on his team. But at the same time, at the beginning, this defender may look to just kind of guard that side earlier so that they don't have that lob to Anthony Edwards, which will allow Rob Dillingham to get some earlier baskets. But here we see it's just an easy pass over. Really nice pass for that finish. So if you do these things in your game, you're going to be highly successful. But I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player, but also understand Rob Dillingham's game a little bit better too. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below so that you can shoot from further away. I'll see you guys again in my next video.